¡Épale, raza loca! Ahora quiero dar un saludo a toda mi familia, mi gente, mis amigos en Colorado, Nuevo México, Texas, California, Arizona, aquí en el estado de Washington, en Illinois, Arkansas, Missouri también. Un saludo a todos ustedes. In other words, a shout out to everybody out there, everybody back home in Colorado, Texas, New Mexico, California, Missouri, Illinois, Arkansas. Hope I didn't leave anybody out. Tell you what, it's been a few years since I threw out shout outs like that, you know. Jeez. For a while there, I mean, most Saturdays, that's how I do it. But anyway, big ups to all of you out there. You know, as I'm watching the news in the morning and stuff, man, it's cold everywhere. Let's go take a look outside here, show you what it's like in the Northwest this time of year. As you can see, it's a little chilly out here. You know, it's kind of gray if you look up at the sky. Yeah, unfortunately up here in the Northwest, it's going to be like this for a few months. So, not super cold, but cold enough. Times like this, need something to maybe warm you from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this time of year it's cold everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's nice to, like I say, you know, warm yourself from the inside out. Now, I mean, you could take a little shot of tequila, a little shot of whiskey, but, you know, most employers, I know, they kind of frown upon that in the workplace. So there's got to be another way to do so. That's what we're going to talk about today. Now, a lot of times when you want to spice something up, like maybe those fajitas we made the other day, or maybe some of that chile verde, maybe it's not spicy enough for you, a lot of times people are going to turn to hot sauces. I love hot sauce. Two of my favorites right here. Love these. Now, a lot of hot sauces, one that starts with a T and ends with an O, my least favorite, have a lot of real vinegary taste. I'm not real big on vinegar. I like it in my barbecue sauces, and if something's supposed to taste that way, but not when I want something spicy or hot. So what we're going to throw down today is just something, a little green chili mixture that you can add it to soups, you can add it on burgers. You make that chile and maybe it's you know, you want it spicier, the kids don't want it that spicy, so you can add this to your dish and it's not going to give you the hot sauce taste. You're going to get that good green chili flavor, okay? Now what we're going to be using is some green chilies. I already got them chopped up. I'm going to go ahead and puree those here in a minute. Chicken broth, again, probably notice I use quite a bit of that. I use about 2 cloves of garlic, I suppose. Then need some onion. For this, not a whole lot, just maybe a slice or two. Remember, it's your world. What do you like? Do you like a lot of onion? Do you like a lot of garlic? Throw more in there. And of course, salt, pepper to taste. And we're going to use just a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of our pan, just so things don't stick. Alright, let's get cooking. Alright, we got that pan nice and hot right there, okay? Now this is going to go quick. So we're going to start adding things in. First thing I'm going to go ahead and add in is our olive oil. Get that all in the pan. It's going to heat up really quick. Drop in that onion. Okay, we're going to let that saute for just a minute or so. Whoo, hot. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to let that just cook just real quick, okay? Start to let it get caramelized because I got this real hot right now. Next thing we're going to add in, we're going to take our garlic. We're going to throw some of that garlic in there. There we go. Now what I would recommend though is when you add in your chili, you know that fan you got over your stove? Start that, because what's going to happen is, see this chili, I got it all pureed. You're going to get those oils burning. It's going to get hot. It's going to be, it might even be a little uncomfortable on your nostrils there when you add that in, okay? All right, so let's let this cook just a little bit. Here we go. That's looking real good right there. All right. So, here we go. Throwing in the chili. Woo! Look at that, huh? Check it out. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let that mix in there. Let it mix in. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook this for just a couple minutes, okay? We're going to cook this up for a couple minutes. Then the final thing that we're going to add will be our chicken broth. Alright, so let's let that cook for a little bit. Alright, let's add a little salt in there. Okay. Little pepper. Look at that. Stuff is looking pretty good. Smells good. Smells a little picosito, a little spicy, you know what I'm saying? Alright, we're getting that all mixed in there. That's looking real good. Now, what I'm going to do is going to take our chicken broth here. Going to add that in there. And basically, we're just going to let this cook down for a while, okay? Let it simmer for quite a while. Just let it cook down. Just, you know, you got something to go do around the house or something, let it cook down. Alright. I ended up putting too much of that chicken broth in there, so this has been simmering for a while, but it's looking pretty good right there. Look at that consistency. You can put that on a burger or just on some tacos there if you want a little different flavor, a nice green chili flavor in your tacos, or you want to spice up some soup or some of that green chile we made before. Put some of this in there. Yeah, I think this is going to be alright. So after Thanksgiving, what I did is I saved a lot of that meat and I just froze it, alright? So that I could pull it out later, other times, and I could make something else with it. I always save enough, you know, for turkey sandwiches or whatnot the next day or two. What I did recently, though, is I used some of that leftover turkey and I made like a chowder with papas and some, you know, potatoes and some other things in there. Mixed it all up, got that going. Well, the 6-year-old, she doesn't like things too spicy. Katie and I, that's another story. We like to spice things up. Now, so what I did is we took some of that chile mixture that I made, put that in that chowder, spice things right up. So if you're looking for a way to spice things up in the kitchen, this is one way to do it. You know, you don't always have to use hot sauces. Like I say, I love hot sauce, but this is just something else to throw in your arsenal there, in that toolbox, if you will. All right, until next time.